suggest that you get moving. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, this body ain't going to any gym. I said, at that point, I was not comfortable enough in who I was and confident enough to go into a gym because I really thought people would go, what is she thinking? So I bought workout DVDs. I did Biggest Loser DVDs. I did Jillian Michaels' 30-Day Shred. I had like 2 or 3 different Taebo DVDs. And I would start it out and I would try to do what I could do. So I did like 10 or 15 minutes in the morning and 10 or 15 minutes at night. And I would do that every single day. And eventually I found myself that I could do a little bit more and I could do a little bit more. And I wasn't like halfway through sitting on the side watching it go. And I would just kind of keep working at it. And then in January, I found I had lost about 60 pounds. And I said, okay, I think I can walk into a gym and not be totally embarrassed. And so I walked into Franklin Athletic Club and said, I want to sign up. I don't know what your specials are. I don't know what you got going on. Whatever it is, just sign me up for the longest contract. And she was like, okay. And I said, if I sign up for a contract, I will do this. So I signed up for a contract, and I walked on the treadmill, and I came out, and I picked up a bunch of like different cards for personal trainers because I thought I need a personal trainer because I really don't know what to do. And the girl at the front saw me getting the cards, and she said, you don't want any of those trainers. And I said, really? Because I was like, they all look pretty good. She said, you don't want any of these trainers. She said, I'm going to give you a number of somebody that you want to use. And her card's not up there. And I was like, all right, I'm getting the secret trainer. It must be like Jillian Michaels. So they gave me the secret trainer number, and it was Stacy. And I went and worked out with Stacy, and seriously thought I was going to throw up the first time. I don't know if you knew that.
Me too.
I really thought when you said, you told me to run the stairs 2 times, I almost said, who are you kidding? But I was like, okay.
And then you did it.
And then I did it, but then I got to the top of the stairs and I was like, I'm going to throw up at the top of the stairs and I'll walk in. And but really my prayer the whole time was, God, please don't let me pass out, whatever. Just please don't let me pass out, and I don't want to cry. Those are 2 things I don't want to do. I'm not going to cry. And I worked out with her 2 times that week and ran into Weight Watchers and told Harriet I worked out 2 times, hopped on her scale, and I had gained 4 pounds.
That's right.
And I texted Stacy and I said, I just gained 4 pounds. And I'll never forget what she told me. She said, sometimes your body does that. She said, you just have to do what you know you're supposed to do, and your body will catch up to you. And I said, okay. So I worked out with her 2 times the next week, and I lost 14 pounds. Yeah, 14 pounds. So I continued to work out with Stacy. One night I was going to the gym, and I had picked up one of the schedules for classes. And classes to me were like the thing, that was like my next thing I wanted to do, was try one of these classes that they did and not embarrass myself. And I texted her and I said, what do you think about Zumba? And she said, go for it. And I was like, okay. So I went into Zumba and I told myself, if you do this 20 minutes and you have to walk out, it's okay. Nobody is going to care. You just go in there and do what you want to do, have fun, and do it to the best of your ability. And I did it for 1 hour. And I loved it. And there's Chris. Chris is one of my Zumba buddies. And you know what I found? I still love to dance. This little girl that loved to dance still had that desire in her heart to dance. And I found that I'm not the best in Zumba, but I will definitely have the most fun. And I will give it my all, and I will, in my mind, be very sexy. Yeah, in my mind, I'm on MTV, and you guys are loving me. That's just me. So
I want to see the salsa.
No, I'm not going to demonstrate anything. So I did that, and I did it a few times, and then one day during the week, I saw they had this sign up, and it said, free Taebo weekend. And I thought, okay, I do these DVDs at home. I'll just, I'll do this class. And so I think I texted you and I said, I always text Stacy, what about? And I said, what about Tybo? And she said, go for it. And so I walked in one Saturday morning into Tybo, and I noticed there were a lot of people in this class, and I thought, there is never a lot of people when I look in this class, not as many as this, and I thought, okay, that's fine. So I'll stand back here kind of in a corner, and this will be really good because then I can just, if I need to slip out, I can slip out, and if I throw up, I'll just do it in the corner. So I'm standing over there, and everybody's facing this way, and I think, I'm golden. And all of a sudden, this lady walks up to the front, and it's a lady from the videos, and she says, okay, everybody, today we're going to face right here. Oh, and I turned, and I was all of a sudden in the front of the class. And I wasn't in the front of any class. I was in the front of an instructor's class. These were all instructors getting their certification. And so, how was I to know, right? So I thought to myself, I just prayed. I was like, Jesus, give me strength. And do not let me embarrass myself and fall out and trip. And so I just started working out, and I made it all the way through. I made it through 1 hour. Now, I thought I would die about 3 or 4 times, but I made it all the way through. And I was so excited, and I was so pumped, and I was not very good, but I did it, and that's what mattered. I did it, and you know what? I did my best, and that's all that ever mattered. So I did that, and then I eventually added on group power and spinning, and I became a total gym rat. And now I'm at the gym 6 days a week, and just love it. I have a great group of friends that I've met at the gym. I find myself more confident, more strength. Almost a year to the day I started doing Tybo, I went through another instructor's weekend, and found myself getting very overwhelmed with emotion as I looked at myself in the mirror doing things that I never imagined myself doing. I was jumping and kicking, and one time I even kicked all the way up to somebody's face, which was amazing to me. And then I find myself as I'm working out with Stacy, doing things with her, and you have to ask her, because I'll say, did you just see that? Did you see what I did? Because I can't believe I just did that. I can do a full out push-up, not a girly push-up, full out. I can do a lot of full out push-ups. I can lay on the floor, and I know you guys, you think this is so silly, but I can lift both my legs up at the same time and bring them in. I could not do that. I could not do a tricep dip. When we would do tricep dips in group power, I would always take the other option. And then all of a sudden one day she said I had to do tricep dips. And yeah, now I do them with the feet on a stability ball. And I'm able to jump. I'm crazy. And I do all of these things. But it's because, the one thing I've learned in Weight Watchers, the scale is really important. It is important because it is kind of what keeps you motivated and keeps you going. But there's so many things that are so much more important than the scale. When you put on a size of clothes that you never wore because you went from plus size girls to women's clothes, and you never went into the normal size your entire life, and you walk in and you can wear anything off the rack, that's amazing. Mm-hmm. When you can't even go in the plus size section anymore because it doesn't fit you, that's unbelievable. When I go to an amusement park this summer and I can ride on a roller coaster for the first time in 15 years, that's going to be a huge moment in my life. When I can lift weight that I used to never even get off the ground over my head for 20 reps, that's unbelievable. When I can make it through a class and not get out of breath, it's life-changing to me. When I find the confidence to do things I never thought I would do, I know that everybody in this group talked about last week that I went salsa dancing, or a lot of you did because I wasn't in here, but I went salsa dancing. I went into a lesson with people I did not even know and had the best time and salsa danced. You know, I'm doing things I never imagined doing. When I went to the park almost 1 year to the day with my daughter and went down the slide and swang in the swings and walked to the river and took a 2-mile hike with her, all in the same day, that was joy to me because that was doing something I never imagined doing.